But then I ate that tuna, the one past its date. Now the pressure is building and I cannot wait. You make me feel shiny and new, a little damp too.
Wow, that was a moving experience, St. Don.
Oh, peace. It still burns. It's like a recurring theme.
You might want to try the ointment of flax I made.
I have this gift. It keeps on giving.
Well, it's a good thing we have our
resident orator, Nar, spreading the joy.
For sure. Let's check in with the Nar.
We're flipping the page, so brace your olfactory senses, my fuzzy pussycats and kittens.
Now, flip the page and brace your olfactory senses, my furry ones. We're leaving the magical rainbow vibes behind.
For something a little heavier, we find our man, HomoFreakian, waking up in a cabin that's about to become ground zero.
You see, last night's chili is staging a hostile takeover, a real code red revolution in the belly of the beast. His lady, Peace, looking like a vision in tie-dye and a white sports bra, is sipping her Java, cool as a cucumber. But Don? He's sweating bullets and holding back a grizzly bear's roar. The storm is brewing, the windows are rattling, and this time, it ain't gonna be just a little poof.
Tune in to the next reverberation of Nature Calls Storytime, the Ballad of the Bubble Guts.
The Ballad of the Bubble Guts. St. Don Domenico HomoFreakian, a man of simple pleasures and thunderous farts, awoke with a grumble in his stomach that could rival a grizzly bear's roar. His wife, Peace, a vision in tie-dye and a white sports bra, was already sipping her morning coffee, her brown dreadlocks piled high on her head. "Morning, my love," she chirped, oblivious to the storm brewing in her husband's colon. Don Domenico clutched his stomach, his face a mask of comical agony. "Peace, my dove," he groaned. "I believe last night's chili is staging a hostile takeover of my insides." A low rumble echoed through the cabin, rattling the windows and causing a nearby squirrel to fall out of a tree. Peace, ever the pragmatist, simply patted his arm. "Breathe, my darling," she advised, taking another sip of her coffee. "It's just a little gas. Nothing a good morning constitutional can't fix." But Don Domenico knew this was no ordinary gas. This was a level 5, code red, chili-induced catastrophe. With a sudden violent lurch, Don Domenico's bowels declared war. He shot a panicked look at his wife, his eyes screaming, "It's happening!" And then, with the speed of 1,000 startled gazelles, he bolted for the outhouse. A trail of green gas, visible to the naked eye, followed in his wake. Peace watched him go, a small smile playing on her lips. She had seen this all before. The chili, the panic, the desperate sprint to the outhouse. It was a familiar dance, a symphony of flatulence and desperation that she had come to know and, in a strange way, love. Inside the outhouse, a battle of epic proportions was being waged. The sounds that emanated from within were a cacophony of farts, sharts, and groans, a veritable opera of intestinal distress. Birds took flight from the trees, and a family of deer, grazing peacefully nearby, scattered in terror. Back in the cabin, Peace calmly finished her coffee. She knew that Don Domenico would emerge from the outhouse a changed man, humbled by the power of his own digestive system. She also knew that she would have to air out the cabin for at least 3 days. Finally, the outhouse door creaked open and a pale, sweaty Don Domenico emerged. He looked like a man who had stared into the abyss and seen the very face of chili-induced horror. He stumbled back towards the cabin, a shell of his former self. Peace met him at the door with a fresh cup of coffee and a sympathetic smile. "Feeling better, my love?" she asked, her voice full of warmth and understanding. Don Domenico could only nod, too weak to speak. As he sipped the hot coffee, a small, almost apologetic fart escaped from his nether regions. Peace just laughed, a sound as bright and clear as a mountain stream. "That's my man." she said, giving him a loving pat on the back. And in that moment, Don Domenico knew that he was the luckiest man in the world, bubble guts and all.
Whoa, cats and kittens. Can you dig the heavy vibes lingering in the air?
That was The Ballad of the Bubble Guts, a tale of one cat, St. Dawn, staring into the abyss of a chili-induced catastrophe.
A real level 5 code red situation down at the cabin. But you gotta hand it to his lady, Peace Dawn.
She kept her cool while the birds scattered and the windows rattled. A true pragmatist in the face of an intestinal opera. St. Dawn emerged from that outhouse a changed man, humbled by the thunder. Solid. Well, mostly.
But don't flip your wig just yet, Daddios. We're shifting frequencies. We're leaving the earthly aromas of the outhouse behind and hitching a ride on a comet straight to the stars.
Next up on the platter, we're cruising into The Ballad of the Cosmic Fart. Picture a joint called the HomoFreakian Pub.
A celestial tavern where the cocktails are cosmic and the flatulence is usually harmonious. But there's a square on the scene.
A green-gassed menace they call the Shartinator. He's here to curdle the space milk and disrupt the celestial symphony. So tune in and turn on as Kitty, the Nerd Herd, and the HomoFreakians try to rock this gas bag out of existence.
It's gonna be a gas, baby. Literally. Yeah, man. Spank that like button, subscribe to the vibe, and ring that Pavlovian bell to get your treats. Dig.
Brush your